Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
Threeway, no longer a person of interest, attorney says. Dulcita Chin, otherwise called Threeway, is no longer considered a person of interest in Friday's quadruple murder in Central Village, St. Catherine, his attorney stated. The police via the media has asked Chin to report to the Major Investigations Division MID or the nearest police station following the murders. However, on Sunday afternoon when Chin and his lawyer, Kemar Robinson, showed up at MID, they were advised that he was not a suspect in the matter. Robinson further stated that he spoke to the investigating officer and was told that the police had no interest in his client concerning these killings. Mr. Chin maintains his innocence and adds that he has not been in Central Village in over 2 years, Robinson stated. Justin McGregor, also called AK Man, Mark Ellis, also called Frosty T, and 2 other men who have also been so far identified by their aliases, Ottoman and Mentor, were killed in the attack. Prior to the incident, McGregor was being sought by the St. Catherine South Police Division. Residents reported hearing explosions sometime after 3:30 Friday morning and checked in the area after 8 a.m. led to the discovery of the bodies of the men in an area called Chinatown. Head of the Police Corporate Communications Unit, Senior Superintendent of Police, Stephanie Lindsay, said the police believe the men were killed as a result of an internal feud in the Jaga Jaga gang, whose leader returned to the community from prison last week Wednesday after being acquitted of charges. AK Man had reportedly taken over the leadership of the gang during his absence. Court rules that 3-year extension of DPP's term in office was legal. The full court has ruled that the 3 years extension granted to Director of Public Prosecutions DPP Paulo Llewellyn in 2020 was legal. A panel comprising 3 judges, Justices Lorna Shelley Williams, Simone Wolf-Rees, and Andrea Pettigrew Collins, handed down their verdict on Monday after previously hearing submissions in the Supreme Court. The development arose from double murder convicted Mervyn Cannon filed a suit in February challenging the legality of the DPP's extension. Cameron, who is represented by attorney-at-law Hugh Wildman, contended that Llewellyn had been acting in the post illegally for the past 3 years. 3 shot 2 fatally in Mountain View. 3 men were shot 2 fatally by gunmen in Mountain View, St. Andrew on Sunday night. Police reports are that about 10 p.m. on Sunday, armed assailants shot and injured 3 men at a residence on Mountain View Avenue. 2 of the men succumbed to their injuries, while a third was critically injured and has been hospitalized. The Corporate Communications Unit confirmed the shooting. Cop accused of grabbing woman's private parts offered bail. A police constable is accused of grabbing a woman's private parts while on duty at a police station last year was offered $200,000 bail on Friday. The lawman, Rosford James, who is attached to the Discovery Bay Police Station, was offered bail on indecent assault charge in the St. Anne Parish Court following a bail application by his attorney-at-law, John Jacobs. The alleged victim is a civilian worker at the station. Allegations are that on August 29, 2022, the complainant was carrying out her duties when the constable locked her in a room and assaulted her. The woman reportedly managed to free herself and escape after wrestling with the policeman. Prior to the alleged assault, the policeman is reported to have called out to the woman while pointing to a male member and telling her to look at what he had caused. The woman reportedly reported the incident to a woman corporal who was on duty as well as a woman sergeant. The incident was also reported to the Center of Investigations of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse. James was arrested and charged following a ruling from the Office of Director of Public Prosecutions. He is scheduled to return to court on September 19. Sav Mayor puts off vacation, Deputy Mayor stands off continues. Mayor of Savannah Lamar Bertel Moore did not go off on vacation on Monday, as he had indicated he would when he left written instructions that ousted Deputy Mayor Delacree Delancey would be in charge. Meanwhile, both Delancey and Ian Miles, who was voted in as his replacement, were both at work, each still adamant that he is the Deputy Mayor. As he appeared in office shortly before noon, Miles told reporters everything was going smoothly. He worked from the office of the Deputy Mayor, which he laid claims to on Friday during a ribbon-cutting ceremony. "I am the Deputy Mayor. What they are doing is plain politics. The injunction is not a legitimate document. It doesn't even have a date," Miles argued. However, Delancey is adamant that Miles was not legitimately installed, as there was no one in authority to administer the oath of office to him on July 13, said he too was at work. Yes, I am the deputy mayor. Has any other person been sworn into the position? And was that person administered the oath of the office? Delancey said in response to questions from reporters. If a ceremony did not take place, it could not have been legit. There was no one possessing that authority to administer the oath of the office. Even if Miles was at work, Delancey told reporters, that would be of no matter of him, a person who avoids confrontation as he goes about his routine dailies of signing checks and documents. Asked specifically to say whether or not he used the office of Miles Commander on Friday, Delancey said, I was at the office taking care of some matters. The next big move is the ongoing squabble in Friday's case in the Supreme Court, where an injunction has been filed to prevent Miles from becoming the deputy mayor. Moore is now expected to go on vacation leave next week. On Monday, asked if his presence in office meant he was not on vacation, the mayor critically told reporters, put it that way. This has all stemmed from infighting within the opposition People's National Party that spilled over into a power struggle for control of Westmoreland Municipal Corporation. Moore, who is councillor for the Negril Division, is a member of the PNP. Miles, who represented the London Division, was elected on a PNP ticket, but is one of 3 councillors who resigned from the party to register their objection to Ian Hills representing the PNP in Westmoreland Western during the next general election. Moore had been expected to be the 4th resignation that day, but he did not join Miles, Garfield James, and Lawson Mackenzie at the press conference. With the resignations, the PNP now has 5 seats in the municipal corporation, the Jamaica Labour Party has 4, and 3 councillors are independent. At the July 13 meeting of the corporation, the 3 independent councillors voted with the 4 who were elected on the JLP ticket to remove Delancey in a no-confidence vote that, they said, was based on non-performance. Minister of Local Government and Community Development Desmond Mackenzie was among those watching from the sidelines as the councillors argued over who was right based on the existing legislation. Ultimately, Mayor Moore ruled the legislation allowed Miles to be voted in as deputy mayor, but a document later surfaced indicating that an injunction was filed in the Supreme Court on July 27, barring Miles from taking office. He has shrugged off the document, questioning its authenticity. Jamaicans urged to take COVID-19 precaution during celebrations. Jamaicans are being encouraged to take the necessary precautions against COVID-19 as they participate in festivities to mark emancipation and independence, announcing that there has been a recent uptick in the number of COVID-19 cases. Minister of Health and Wellness Dr. Christopher Tufton urged persons, especially the most vulnerable, to employ infection prevention and control mechanisms. Speaking at a Jamaica Information Service think tank on Friday, Executive Director of the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission (JCDC), Lenford Saman, said that personal responsibility will play a major role in controlling the spread of the virus during the celebratory events. We are asking people to exercise due care in how they conduct themselves in coming into the stadium. Walk with your sanitizer. Avoid going into very close spaces with people who are not from your own little bubble, and take other precautions you can, he said. Individuals who are sick should stay at home, while those attending the events are advised to wear a mask and practice proper hand and respiratory hygiene. A range of activities are slated to be held from August 1 to August 6, island-wide, to mark Jamaica's 61st year of independence under the theme Jamaica 61, Proud and Strong. We can't accommodate everybody in all the physical spaces, but we will accommodate you in the virtual space, Mr. Salmon said, noting that events will be carried live on the 2 national television stations and on the social media pages of the Ministry of Culture, Gender Entertainment and Sport and the JCDC. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the